Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I'm going to explain and implement this example like you have seen here. What we have here, the example is exactly like this. You can write anything or the user can write anything here. For example, I will write my name here. Anything actually you can write it and then just press add and you can find this will become inside the list view. So we have here form and we have list view. When you click on the clear here, you will delete everything inside the list view. So let's start with that directly. First thing, I will delete everything here and then I can just show you here. The design should be like this. So we have everything inside the scaffold. We have one screen. Inside the scaffold we have a column. So all those will be inside the column because we need to organize everything vertically. Inside the column we have here, inside the scaffold of course we have up bar, but inside the column we have first thing icon, and here we have form and text field form. Below we have a row because here we need to organize those buttons one beside the other horizontally. So here we add the row, everything inside the column. And below the row we need to add list view, will be a scrollable list here. So let's start with that. So here I can say void main, start with main. Inside main we have run app. Inside run app we can use material app. The application always start with material app, everything inside it. Inside material app we have home, and in the home we will create our screen or our widget, stateful widget. So here I can name it like, for example, to do app or anything, to do app for example. Also here in the material app we have something called theme. In the theme we have class theme data. Inside it we can add a brightness, so we can make a brightness like dark or light as you want. So I can say here brightness dot dark, so it will become dark. So now that's everything inside it, inside material app and inside run app, and finish. Now we need to create the stateful widget. So stateful widget, just a class, the name is to do app like we have named here, and then extend from stateful widget. Like we have explained before, stateful widget is consists from two classes. The first one is widget, which is this one, stateful widget. Inside it we need to create a state class. A state class with just a simple class extend from the state. Why? Because we need to store the state for the stateful widget. Stateful widget is a widget UI and also has a state. So now here inside this one we create the first class, and also we need to create another class which is state. I can name it to do app state, the same name, will extend from state here, and the type is generic, so the type is to do app because we need to store the state for this stateful widget inside the state here. So to do here just has a widget, a build, so widget and build context, and it will return just a simple widget. So we have a scaffold and so on. But here we need to, in the stateful widget, we need to build this class, create this class here. So here we can say this will return back state of what? Of this here, and create state. This will create a state and create this class. Just return this class. Finish. So this is the structure of a stateful widget. We need two classes. The first one is a class, and the second one just a class. The first one is a class extend from a stateful widget, and the second one is a class extend from state, and you can work in this way. Now in the scaffold, what we have, first thing we have a bar. A bar we have, for example, like this, semicolon here, and here we have a body. So everything I will add it inside the form. So here we need the form. We have explained the form, and we said in the form we have key, and the key we can just add it here from a global key like this. So now we can access the form from anywhere to make a validation. So form, also in the form we have a child. Inside the child we can add everything inside container just for design. This is not very important. I can add some margin to add some spaces. So, and in the child we have what now? Everything should be inside the column because vertically. So now we can add here a column. Inside the children, what we have, the first thing we have just a simple icon like this here, electricity or something like that. So I can add just icon like yellow or amber as you want. I think this one will become better. Now just run to see the result. Hot restart. Yes, now it is working. You can see we have only a bar. I can change the icon here. I can make it 150 to make it bigger. Perfect. Here maybe I can add everything in the center just to become better. So you can just double click here. If it doesn't work, just write anything, delete it, and then again try add it in the center. Perfect. Now in the center. Now what we have inside children, first thing we have icon, right? Then we can add some size box here, high, to add some spaces. So you can add 20 or 30, I don't know, we will see that later. And below what we need text form, like you can see here, text form. So I can add just a text field form. In the text field form we have actually many things, but first thing we need just to add decoration, and we have input decoration just for add like so here for example label text, and like for example hint text, and then something like that. So now you can see like this. Also we need to add some border, so I can add here border, input border. Inside it we can add like border radius, and the border radius will be border radius this dot circular, and I can add 30, so it will add like a circular border like this. Now perfect. The size book 30, I can make a 60 here to add more space. That's better, I think. Now we have the column. Inside column we have just children. We have the first one icon, the second one size box, and the third one text field. And after text box we need to add another size box here. You can just copy, you can just click here to open and close, then add size, and here I can add like 30 like this. Below what we need here, we have two elevated buttons. So here we need one below the other horizontally, so we need the row here. We are still inside the column, but we can add row also inside the column. Also children in the row, so we can just add the elevated button, the first one and the second one. Perfect. Here on a press, so on a press we can just add anything here. And we need also text, child will be text, and I can say here like add. Also this is the first one inside the row. I can add here comma, and then also size box again to add the space, but now not high but width because horizontally, and I can add the width like 10 or 20 for example, and below just copy and paste the elevated button. Now clear here like this. So perfect. If I need to add both of them, each one take like a half space like this here, so we can use here the expanded. So I can just add expanded here, double click here, and then add widget here, expanded. So now we have expanded. The child will be the button here. Same thing here, expanded. So each one will take the half space. So here again expanded. So now we can just run again. Now each one take a space in this way. That's perfect. So now what we need to do is to add like a list view to add anything inside. So here below also we are inside the column. So here click here to open the column. See the open the column and then see the closed here. So inside the children we finish the row here. After row we need to add also sized box and high, and I can add like I don't know, maybe 100. We need some space, and then we can add just list view. But here we don't know how many widgets inside list view, because anything user, whatever user write inside the text form, we need to add it inside the list view and display it inside the list view. So here we need to use dynamic, which means builder, list view.builder. So the item count, I can now add just 200 just as a beginning, and then item builder, we have to build the widget, we need context, and here index like this, and then return just a text here, text filled, and I can write anything now, just test, just for test, and I can add here style. Inside it we have font size bold. So now we need just to check that. So also the text view, we need to add the entire space in the button. So here also we can add it inside the expanded. I can just click here to find where is open and close, cut everything, and then I can add it inside expanded, and I can make the list view just a child for expanded. Yes, here we can see we have, when we open the keyboard like this, keyboard will open. We have like a problem here. We can fix this problem inside in the scaffold here. We have something called resize to avoid bottom inset, and just make it true. So that's it. So now we finish the design. Now we need to program. So what we need to do here, we need whatever user right here, press add it here in the list view. So that in the future, of course, we will add the data to the API or to the MySQL through API, or add it to the Firebase and then display it, or add it inside SQLite, a local database. But now, just for example, we will add it inside the list. So now we can add here, first thing we need to add a controller to the text, so we can catch or you can receive anything user write it. So here we can just use var txt equal text editing controller, this one here, and this will add it inside the text, so we can use the text from anywhere. So text here we can use the controller, and the controller will be text that we have just created. Also we need to create a list. So the list, the type of list, what will be a type list of string. Inside it will add only string, for example, not number or anything. And I can name it anything you want, like for example to do list, and equal empty list, like this. So now when the user writes something, press add, we need to add the data inside the list, right? So here where the user writes something, here the user, when the user writes something, it will become here in the add. So what we can say here, first thing we will add set state, because we need to change the UI, rebuild the UI. For that we use the stateful widget, so we can add everything inside set state. So anything will change, we'll add it directly, will rebuild the widget. So here set, inside it we have function and open and close, like this. So now inside it, what we need to say, we need to say to do list dot add function, add what, add whatever inside text, whatever user write inside the text. So here we have the text, we have controller txt, so anything user write it will be here inside text dot text. That's it, we'll add it in the list. And then in the list view here, in the list view, yes, item count I don't know, so I need to say to do list dot length, so whatever the length inside to list, because I don't know how many text we have. And also here, instead of test, we can simply just add to do list, and to do list just a list, so we need the index, so the index whatever inside it, the first one 0 1 2 3 4 and so on. Now if I run here, you can see now it is empty. But if I write something, my name for example, and then add here, you can see now Usama. If I add another thing like Ahmed, add, then you can see we have Ahmed, just directly add. We need what now? Also, after add the data, we need to delete the name from the text, so I can say here text dot text equal like nothing. So now we will delete everything after write, and then write anything, for example Ali, and add, it will delete it, and you can find it here, something like that. When the user press on the clear, I need to clear everything inside the list view. So also very simple, to do list dot clear, that's it. But we need to add everything inside set state also, so to make like refresh, so set state like this. So now if I run again, here I can write Ahmed, here I can add like Hawkar, add, here I can write something like, for example, any name, Osama, add. Now you can see everything here. When I press clear, everything will delete it. So I think the idea is very simple. You need just to focus here on the design. Maybe design is a little bit complicated, but you can implement it by yourself. It will be very easy. And the programming also, I think, simple. Hope you understand that. And of course, if you have any question, you can ask me either in the classroom or here in the comments. And hope you understand that, and thank you very much.